So blood pressure is something which is subjected to emotions, emotional turbulences, and faster activity of the bodily works and all that stuff. So I will tell you, 1905, this systolic diastolic mercury pressure machine came. And later on in 1985-90, they have found there are systems working inside which increases the pressure to, when their capacity comes down, the oxygen delivery to the body, each and every individual cell has to be supplied oxygen, comes down. Hello viewers, I am your Dr.C.K.N. A warm welcome to this program. We are going to talk about this big problem of hypertension, the higher blood pressure. It's not a disease by itself. Nowadays, too many people are suffering from hypertension. Hypertension is something, the higher side of blood pressure is a small imbalance of cardiovascular system inside. So what you need to understand is this systolic and diastolic of this 120/80, it's not a constant parameter. It keeps varying. So blood pressure is something which is subjected to emotions, emotional turbulences, and faster activity of the bodily works and all that stuff. And it is also directly related to our food intake. So what you have to understand is, if suppose you are declared a hypertensive guy, a person who is suffering from higher blood pressure, so don't get scared. It's something which you can easily sort it out. Do not get into continuous medicine intake. Maybe if you are on the higher side, you can take medicines for about a couple of weeks or 3 weeks and then get rid of it. So I will tell you, 1905, this systolic diastolic mercury pressure machine came. Till then we did not know how to measure hypertension, the systolic and diastolic systems of 120/80 or whatever you call it. Now after that, we have wrongly understood that blood pressure is a disease. Of course, blood pressure has to be within the normal variation. Blood pressure cannot be a constant parameter. It keeps varying inside. And later on in 1985-90, they have found there are systems working inside which increases the pressure to mobilize oxygenation when it is lacking in certain parts of the body. But however, this research was not considered later. So in our ancient system, they have found very clear that our hemoglobin, which is a part of our RBC, which carries oxygen, absorb oxygen when it comes to the lung, retain it with it, and goes out and deliver it to all the cells. When their capacity comes down, the oxygen delivery to the body, each and every individual cell has to be supplied oxygen, it comes down. So the body tends to shrink the blood vessels and start promoting the blood flow to normalize oxygen need to parts of the body where it is lacking. This is why the flow of the blood goes higher and the pressure goes higher. So when the normal situation comes, it comes back to its original diaphragm. So now there is a number of videos we have given you in local language in Tamil. So what you have to do is the Drakshadi Kudineer, the grape water, what you can make at home. Which is the grape? The black one, our traditional grapes, round like marble, black grapes, which has seeds inside, which you can also know that they use this grape in juice shops. They make grape juice. That grape, dried ones. Take 1 liter of water, put 70 of them in the evening, Put it in the stove. No need to soak it and all that. Take 1 liter of water, put in a vessel, put 70 number of these dried black resins, put it in the stove, boil it down to 200 ml, bring it down. All the grapes will be a big drunk water. Break all of them, filter it and keep it aside. Have it just before going to sleep, this 200 ml. Please do not add anything, sugar, gigar and all that. Please don't do all that. Just the 70 grapes, 1 liter water, boiled down to 200 ml. Okay? You drink this before just going to sleep. Do this for 21 or 27 days in a run. And then after that, you do this 3 days in a week in a row, 3 days in a row every week. Your BP will be normal. What this Draksha Dekudi Neer does, this exercise does, this 200 ml of this grape water does, it goes and increases the capacity of your hemoglobin to normalcy so that there is no rush of blood can happen inside. This is what you have to understand. This I have given in the whole one. Also, if you can approach us, there are some very simple herbal drops are there. So, which you have to take 10 drops in 30 ml of warm water in a glass tumbler 1 minute before breakfast, lunch and dinner. Just for a couple of months, you will be absolutely normal. You don't need to depend on pharmacological drugs for the rest of your life, which becomes an addiction, leads to a lot of side effects over a span of years when we have them. So this is the way you can sort out your hypertension. Do not get scared. Analyze yourself that it can be easily sorted out. And one more very important stuff, you can go and read this in the net, that exercising is one of the major tools to stay away from hypertension. You can read a lot of material on this. Thank you very much. Good luck.